let's bring out their opponents in this best-of-5 series for the VCT America's Championship. Make some noise for Leviatan's ASPAS!
This is a lovely call. Going back to King, who was inserted there, it means now there's only one player defending on C.
It's all on Leaf as well. Not the weapon for the job as well, when there's going to be that swarm approaching. Overwhelming them. At least with the nano swarm still available, we'll slow them down for but a moment to try and buy time for the reinforcements. G2 to get back into the fight. Running for the right timing once more as the tap not quite. Walking into the smoke, they choose to face it. And it is overwhelming at that with the rifles in hands. Pure weaponry advantage at play here by Lev, but what a call to make in the midst of it. A world in which Valent surely doesn't get away with it. It's 2 though. But I can't imagine it's a possibility for Trent. It's made just that little bit more winnable here, but with only a stinger in hand. It would require Lev to slip up almost entirely to win a round in this capacity, especially with time taken away from him.
5 health on ASPAS, but on and off angle. Does get cleared.
Just
so that's
one.
A little more damage. Another rifle taken out of the hands. Up until they chose to fight against Valen, this was looking like an absolutely flawless anti-bonus.
Coming from that lower finals. Find disadvantage, but maybe a player like this is enough to upset it. ASPAS, this guy is not willing to step back, not willing to take things lightly. And a slight misstep, but still cleaned up in the end by Mazzino.
What a way to open up an eco round where you only had a single rifle to work with. Mazzino throwing it to the player he knows will do the most. And they managed to turn 1 rifle into 3.
It's the kind of firepower you get from a player like ASPAS. He himself as well said many a time. There you go. Damage done through the wall there, I believe, towards the end, but it was only King that was dropped. Just about missed it, but this is a player on your screens that, you know, he's yearning for that trophy himself. He's one of the only players left standing in the playoffs that even has a chance of claiming back-to-back from the prior year. 2023 lifted that America's trophy. Entire army that's now going to be facing him. Reveal time and no way to share it. Not even any time to let loose with the ultimate, but still with that weapon in hand, maybe he's made it that much more difficult. That is ridiculous. It's all just gone to pot. Leviatan forced to barrel their way through with brute force in the end. Only 6 seconds left, but the spike drops out. Final with the paranoia has to be stuck. There's no more time. It's too late. He missed it. G2, all he have to do is hide and run away, and it's a round 1 for them. Rewriting what we might be expecting here. G2 on their half by, looking for a bit of a play. Trying to take the fight straight up. It's a skirmish that they are trying to force the handoff here. This is the aftershock into the corner. Valen's going to be forced out wide, but not taking any damage into the process and not punished for it either. Instead, full rotations now. Abound by Lev. Nothing to do with the A site.
I like this. A little bit of pressure from Tex over towards B. Stalls out those rotators, and it's only Leaf.
Here, still, he's got the funny gun, the silly gun into his hands. We've come, dropped in the process, a lot of damage onto ASPAS, locked down, even committed. It's a big ult. Using it into this one here just to push them back and away. They are in through the back of the site.
This is a big risk from King and Tex. Remember, you're on an anti-eco. If they fall, the round falls with them.
Still, they've got site control. Now they can put the Pencer onto them. None the wiser here from G2, but again, shots seem to be rattled here with the satchel. Not enough to offset the movement. It's down to just Leaf as well. He's open into the sight lines of all the rifles in play. So, Lev, 1 more round and they will be nice and even.
And we're in round 10. The half's already over almost.
The back and forth has just been incredible. Adjustments being made. ASPAS takes a cheeky one.
He missed it in the previous round, make sure not to. Go on, hit the button.
He finally gets hold of it here. There's a fault line to push them back as well once more. Lev again cascading this util forwards, making sure that they can scale up and take deep control throughout the back of the site here. And they're going to be applying that pressure once more. G2, they were ready for this last time, a bit of an aggression, but there's that extra element of flash to peek through and around, and King, who will deliver it, rips away 2 of the lives of G2 again from the high ground perch, but unable to stand against it. Leviatan
to create utility advantages where they are the team that has a paranoia, a haunt, maybe a prowler to work with, and then they'll get ready to overwhelm and try to retake the site.
Pointing out, might get his wish momentarily here. G2 don't have util, not ready for this one still. They do have the bodies, but after that first kill, not going their way. Leaf dropping, they want nothing to do with this. Doors opened up though, looking for a pivot potential. Options again, not clearing text, but luckily saved there by the teammates. Again, the call is made left. That is explosive. Trying to react into it. A fight taken straight up. Here, Com, head on a swivel, doesn't know which way to look, but he was spotted out by these players. TP's forwards, Valin making risks of his own. And it has to be. It's a 2v4 situation. Tucked to the corner, Jonah P. Waiting out, but just spotted into the corner and cleaned up. Knows where Com is. Valin will drop him. 12 seconds remaining though. He's got to get a move on, and he's going to be chased now hot on the heels. Left. The rest of Leviatan going to be ready to punish this one. It's a tap and avoid. He's hoping for an easy fight as well, but at this point, no more options to him. Leviatan.
I think it's the right call to go in a different direction.
Yeah. Jump spot and a shot fired. King though, trying to bait him in here with a jiggle peek as well, but he's at least rattled away. Revealed a little bit here, still trying to go for the play once more. It's a paranoia. King not looking to evacuate. Oh my god, he's dropped down to 1 HP. We're seeing it here. Leaf still just maintaining control of that B main angle. Mazzino. Jump spots away. This is getting so damn precarious. A series of fights that are going to be taken out and across in through the map. Two though, looking to now at least take this one with the body advantage into the guns. And I see left alone now to his own devices. It's a 1v4 to try and tangle with. Can't quite get through it. This is going to be afforded this operator here. It's a little bit of an engagement as well being occurred. G2, they look to overwhelm him, but that delayed re-hit from Lev, the re-clear again, it did at least overpower them. So G2 now going to be still a player down, not that it stopped them in the past.
4-player stack from Lev on Rubble. They're clearly having a game plan here to drive G2 into sight. ASPAS! And into the ASPAS op.
Exactly, the one to deliver that one. Like a railgun straight through mid. No one going to be passing straight back, but Leaf maybe creating some openings again. He's skipping and hopping around, maybe not even expecting his second play of Mazzino, because why would you? So Prowl and Util out into the hands, but the movement, just enough. It's elegant in motion. This guy with a rifle aim as well, he was so calm and collected under the pressure of it.
Mazzino's been having a fantastic map. Team's still down, but they're going to look to tighten things.
And a shot baited out. Make it just more winnable for the rest of his team. Trent now finally committing to this plan as well, with the door opened wide and around. Tex making a peek and a thing for it still with a showstopper in through the back. No casualties there, but again, this has fallen to pieces here for Leviatan. All eyes once more onto ASPAS and Mazzino. In through the back of the site, afforded a bit of that space once more, but again, the obstacles they have to navigate are numerous indeed. It's a seize. Laid out on top, at least with Icy going to be removed. Now the Nightfall as well, in through behind Mazzino. He just follows the traces, a point-and-click adventure game, but can't manage it. Tucked behind, at least through Mound. Every player, possibility is there. Time is completely against them. To be posted up here onto this angle again. Will respect the smoke into his face. A little bit too many angles. Boombot, nade. What a shot! Takes the peek straight into a King. Just could not quite get out of there though. The TP forwards and in. It's a committal by Valin. Dodging and juking at least from the stun and away. Now the second round of things once more. It's a rolling thunder. Let's try and push them back. ASPAS, rifle in hand now, trying to make the play in the moment, and he makes it work. Leviatan, they crushed them.
The Lev players are going to be set up so quickly to flood defend on C and help Tex.
A lot's going to be asked of him. Tex, that anchoring spot as well. Stalwart defender out through the back of the site. It's a cacophony of Util up into his face, and he can't quite do it still. The players are there, the doors open wide, and ASPAS and Mazzino will at least seek to deliver a bit of respite. 13 seconds left, the plan needs to start going down, it needs to be committed, and spam down, Mazzino, all turns, out and through, rolling thunder, they want to go now, it's a rapid play and approach, at least with the paranoia again to supplement. Everybody's blinded up, nobody can stand their ground, and Leviatan, once more, stay alive, 13-13.
It's looking so similar from G2.
Jonah P and Leaf themselves are also holding this one. This is a cheeky angle. Just misses it. Turret takes contact, still is a fight. But they choose to take it, baiting Leaf back in, but it's still being watched for. And again, what timing does he choose to take? Again, yeah, with the Util coming through. This time it does need to be alleviated in the pressure. Surely Mazzino again, holding it down, rifle in hand, chopping away. It's precision, it's surgical. And Leviatan ripping away the opening map.
And the first 5, I think it was yesterday, all went the way of Crew.
Very committed here, at least onto the eco. Com is able to get the one, trying to bait it up and set it up here. Pistols in hand, they are doing work of it, Leaf. Doesn't quite have the weapon for the job, does he? Still flashed up, blinded up, but he's covered. Over the shoulder, that's Trent. Making sure to lock this one down. ASPAS in the midst of all of it, the chaos, he's found himself that upgrade, and maybe a few of these players, again, sights need to be trained cleanly onto these angles. He hears it, just the 1 footstep, and on just enough damage. Disengages, that discipline. At work, ASPAS thinking about going for a second go with things again, but it leaves it just down to Trent now. 1v2.
He's heard both footsteps leaving. Excellent information for him to be able to play around.
Yeah, I mean, Lev not interested in hiding their intent, are they? Both with the sound cues, and as soon as that dart is revealed to the map, they realize, oh, wait a second, giving up the entirety of A. Very winnable still for Trent.
Shock dart would take down ASPAS as well.
In times like this as well, doesn't really want to risk pulling out the util. It's doubled up from Lev again. Going to be using ASPAS as a bit of bait. Still ADS up and spotted a second one. Needs to just land it. The composure not quite there. Tex. Gotta be careful dropping down from there, man. But still, he'll see.
Finding these timings after the drone util is used, a very common tactic that Valen likes to go into. But they're worried that somebody could be posted up. So the drone in the other direction, making it feel like they're going towards A. But I don't think they'd ever really be pathing in that direction and giving it away with the Sova util. Lev have got a nice read here.
Yeah, it's a crossfire. Dart in the back as well. Needs to be managed. Stun. It's that connection. King stood in place, anchored, feet onto the floor. He's the one who's got to push this one back. That's if G2 even choose to commit into it, but still 35 seconds left. Might not really have any other options. ASPAS has full control of the deep long section of C.
30 seconds
There is no
left.
pivot possibilities, and so they're going to have to meet these bodies head on once more. Lev have to do it. King dropping them all down to the ground. And a cross up as well. Leaf just about finding it, but still his position is noted. Time running short, and away here, everything being watched for leviatan. This time it goes to the expected result. The team with the better weapons ends up winning the day. Sky, it's a drone in his face at least. We'll have to dodge this one. No one's ready here. Won't stretch as far though. Duration's going to be breaking. Still with that as well. Hopping, skipping, over and about. He's playing skip rope over him, and the Hunter's Fury in his face will not deny anything. He is lamping him up. My God! G2 left flustered into the mix. Wondering what went wrong there. Well, it comes down to this. Just missing the sides of each other.
Saw him.
Oh my goodness, Leaf just spotted and pinged out now. The rest of them hot on the heels. Patience played, but as they twist and turn around, only one to remain is Leaf. He's gone, he's finished. 5-2. leviatan are just dominating this map.
They know that Leaf has been putting this turret down on top of the headshot box at grass. Does ASPAS go for the early peek here and try to pick off the Sentinel on G2?
They might be looking for it. Glide forwards, maybe take that early time, but no, just holding it. Slightest of angles. And does Leaf step into it? That's the big question. ASPAS, we know his reactions are up to scratch. Close quarters, in through the door. Leaf is gone.
Suddenly gaps emerge all over the map for G2. You're not sure if somebody's pushed out C, taken mid control. You feel pressured here to end A, but there's still a minute and 15 on the clock.
Rotation.
You could still go and get info. They're going to come in.
They're rushing into it again once more. The anchoring player is still out through the back this time. Com is deleted out through the back of the side. Finally, Mazzino cleans up. It's still a multitude of damage that has been done, including the spike drop down towards the back. Finally reclaimed. Trent going for the plan, but it's still that 2v3. And as this smoke fades, options are plenty. ASPAS misses it. And actually needed to take a risk like that. The duel is being earned. Drop down from Tex. Going to go for this one. A rapid play. Paranoia sets it up beautifully. And now that 2 versus 1. Trent up and above the start will reveal quite a lot, but he needs to pick his timings well. It's attack. Recon dart is going to be broken. Doesn't know where the 2 of them are. Doesn't even know if they're still potentially now off of it. So their second tap. Waiting round. Shorty in his face. King needs to hit the shot and will. The IGL. Dart over the top, that was dealt with as well, cleaned up. Icy still locking it down, but with that outlaw in hand, nails a shot into Mazzino, but unfortunately not enough damage, no half armor in sight.
I think that's an extremely bold play to go for. You know, even if you're peeking into one, they're probably going to have full armor.
And here comes the play here. Just a drone supplemented in. Buys him a bit of that space and time. It's an aftershock up into the corner as well, but it's being thrown out on Ivan's sides here. It's an even exchange with the util and potentially the guns to make a difference. Leaf, he tucks himself up and cuts it up close into the corner. Mazzino! He's delivering death blows, man, raining them down onto G2. And the options limited now for Trent to go for. He's playing a bit fast and loose into this, but it's a 1v3 and you've got to do it. Still doubled up. The discipline will sail it away. For 11. Slow and steady by Leviatan, all holding out through a lobby. It's a stun to follow. Wait, is this play that's occurring here with the Hunter's Fury? At least it does supplement it, but that's at least on the attack side. They're just trying to offset this one here. ASPAS glides into the fight, willing to take it. And heads are being ripped clean off in the process. Deep lurks occurring. Jonah P and Valen have got to lock down their section to the side. They're still locking this down, but time has been bought. And that's for the Techs wrap around here. Strikes them right where it hurts. Right where they weren't looking here, but they still haven't dealt with Jonah P. All being considered. Rolling Thunder to at least delay, push them back, and around Mazzino. He's on an island, needs to be covered here. Not doubled up by the players left. Still eager to take the fight, but through the box, ASPAS will land those shots. Leaf. He was out of the fight this entire time, just wondering which direction to even take it, but now, finally, making his moves.
He broke 2 trips. One over here, one over here. They realize that Leaf is probably going to be behind. That's why Leviatan are checking short.
The plan isn't even good for them either. Here, Leaf, potentially a great spot, but with Mazzino's ult online, the tap is in order. He's not going to be able to get a half, is he? ASPAS knows it. He's running him down here. Kicks it into overdrive. Now going to be supplementing. Tex might even just press the advantage and push forwards with this one. Have they missed Leaf? That's the question here. Shoulders peeking out. Tex still opts into it. That's a great fight. One out. Hunter's Fury! Just from the low ground. Aftershocks all combined. And the fall damage for it. Trent and Icy left alone here. ASPAS, this guy. Precision is off the charts.
Finding his moments here. Up online.
This time he's going to be tested, but Leviatan are the ones who want to try and at least find a way to pay forward into this A site. Where's the defensive utility? It's flying up and over, sailing past. Leviatan are going to be given again easy access. The retakes have been working for G2, so why would you mix it up?
At the same time here, King, Paranoia, Mazzino, Aftershock, these are difficult pieces of utility to get through. You've got to bait them out before you go for the retake.
That means going blow for blow, at least with that U2. You need to at least make an emphasis, G2, to pull it out of them. Ice cold so far from the Leviatan. It's a Paranoia. For a Paranoia, it's traded evenly again, but there's kills still flooding in as well. Players out of heaven come, just delivering it again, straight to them. The feed is filled up entirely with red here, and inevitability that we go to OT once more. Survival in the map. It's necessary that Lev just hold on to this one here. Got an iron grip so far towards the back of the site, but that might just get dislodged here with the Paranoia straight through. It's a stun again. Jonah P. It's util out into the open as well. Maybe that flustered element playing a part. Tex has just dominated.
We go again.
We go again. It's 13-13. The round's already beginning. And it's a full group up stack from either side. They look like they want to clash. It's a skirmish opted into by either side. Revealed up. It's chaos. But who will thrive in the moment? Leviatan finding the advantages, finding the kills. Up ahead by one player, but G2 make full usage of it. Already lurking up into the spot, and they hear this drone in the clearance. Jonah P. It just fades away! And the spray transit just cannot be completed. Mazzino again, there with the trade. The plant, though, it's down. Rolling Thunder, this is to clear out the front section. Nobody going to be playing there still. Gives them that peace of mind.
Mazzino's been so big in OT rounds for Lev.
And just catching this one. Barrel, betrayed by it. Trent didn't stand a chance. As Tex collects, it's up to Leaf. Dart out open, shots fired, revealing all Leaf. Inevitable here, and he falls once more here. Leviatan crouched to the back as well, but his players are over towards A once more. It's a clash occurring on multiple fronts. ASPAS cuts it up, close to the corner, spotted them out wide as well, but being defended. The rifles spraying and praying, still locking it down. Out through short, nobody dealt with Tex. And this is just anarchy. Trent had an opportunity, but it's all been stolen away. And then Haven here sets them up beautifully. ASPAS, my goodness, he's glided right into the fray. It's a wall up in their face as well. This There's relentless pressure. He's so damn eager for it. Icy, though, will defend. Mazzino still. He's there with a bullet straight through and beyond, and just indecisiveness. G2 have crumbled. 2 left to stand, 2 left to pick up the pieces, but Mazzino another ult earned. And a rolling thunder might be all that's necessary to close this one out. Peeking through it, advantage is found, and a map win in sight. Leviatan. They've come out swinging from the lower bracket. And now in our grand finals, stage being set for an early 2-0, leading by those maps, with all odds stacked against them, and Valen can do naught but cower, man, in this spot. The util, the obstacles, too much to face. The time is running short and the bullet ends it.
Attackers win.
16-14. Well, that damage done, though. Just on the eke around for Lev means that the money's bad, but TP forwards, they don't expect this one right behind them. Grab net, locks them all down into place. King happy to take it all the way around and through, delivering the death blows one after another. That's 3 in a round. 2 left to stand.
Lev calling the pause, hoping that G2 spread out.
The gamble from G2, though. They are sticking to the side, running them down with a bucky in hand. Leaf only gets to 1 here. There's so much damage being done to Icy, you can't imagine there's any way you're winning this one, but never say never. Here's it, into the corner. A couple of shots fired out, just praying. These players here, it's Icy and Jonah P. Left to push all of this back here, but it's util in the hands of Lev players. Could spell their defeat. There's a jump all the way through. Mazzino, his position's noted. It's cleaned up straight away. And that Hunter's Fury cannot be evaded.
Absolutely beautiful.
This guy now is going to get minced and pinced out through. Round to the side, Leviatan. It's beautiful in terms of the protocols. You can see it.
Yeah, I love the jump peek from Mazzino. And then ASPAS swinging in afterwards.
Right here.
Trent and Leaf, they had enough of a job to do, just trying to regain B main control throughout all of this round.
Yeah.
Using the Odin, using the recons, using the drone even to try to figure out whether Tex was really there or whether it was just cage pressure. Now, being asked to win at 2v5, it's just too much. It's not possible.
Defaulting back, just making sure that they keep control. Keep the rifles in their hands, at least.
Jonah P's positioning is supposed to be an off angle that you don't expect. And yet the jump peak leaping over side to side. And now he's looking to try to clean up. It's that same duo again. Yeah. And everything's ripped away.
Not quite on the timing, so the drone's going to be getting off, but still not enough to push back Leaf. This guy willing to take this fight. It's Annihilation. It does wrap its way straight round and behind, and there's no real direction. Leaf doesn't know which way to look. Inevitability there for Trent to be finished off. It was just a weaker buy at the end of the day here for G2, so anything they can get out of it, they will be happy for. But for Leviatan, still with a flash. His timing is everything. There it is, Hunter's Fury and a flash. All combined, connected, but where's the damage? Needs to get done right now. Annihilation, that's out through the window, I believe. Jonah P, he's going to be plucked out of sight, out of eye now for them, and now one less player to deal with.
Mazzino was looking for that the last 2 rounds, eventually found it. They still have a site to take.
Leaf. Spray and pray with this one as well. That Odin's fan, they do still have that site to take. 20 seconds left. Luckily, nobody from G2 hard anchoring into that spot. And the players are being caught way out into the open. ASPAS is worked the man purely into the neutral. Didn't look like there was too much in terms of util to set that one up. And now G2 forced to back away.
Tex just as the distraction. ASPAS doing the damage. Taken down eventually, but this time they swap roles. ASPAS distracts. Tex closes Valen. Icy tries to save the operator, but it's not going to be. It's contact for a flash, and immediately the response is there. Look at that bounce off the wall. He's been looking for this the entire time. He just couldn't get a confirmation that someone was actually there. He didn't want to waste the ult.
Yeah. Keeping King for the backstab, but what comes down to that? Dart through, in through the back of the site. Onto B, Hunter's Fury out into the open. Nobody watching as the smoke fades and dissipates. Just running themselves away here. Odin spam and praying that they get that open access. Spike has been dropped down, out through mid as well. It's chaos and anarchy, but at least it is Leviatan that maybe able to salvage most of this. ASPAS, operator in his hands, making sure that nobody can overstep their mark and into this space. Not a chance there for Trent.
But a couple of kills gained here for Tex. And ASPAS, again, that duo. They're playing so well off each other.
Drone potentially spawning it. Icy's supposed to be the bait here. Straight from the side as well. That was valid. Flash not really getting any value. Still crouched down, by the way, and Mazzino knows exactly where he's off to.
Mazzino building up another annihilation would be another problem for G2 to deal with. But it's ASPAS. That lands a blow to Jonah's chest.
Yeah, at this point, it's an old farming round, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure that ASPAS really needs this one, but he's going to go for it anyway. Tex steals it away.
Watching it out for each other, moving off the position, but no. Creeping back again, just thinking twice about it. It's a high ground off angle. He's flashed up, blind as anything. Tried to adjust the aim in time, yet Trent and Icy at least are there. Ready to respond, ready to at least maybe even this one out. Grab that. How the hell does that connect? Updraft will only save you for about a moment. Quick scope. And they're okay. I mean, pistol out. Got to make a go of things, I suppose, but ASPAS is quick on the cleanup. 14 seconds left. Dart not being broken. The Blade Storms are out, and Tex is still defending. Both players of G2 now, Valen and Jonah P are locked out. Pretty initial choke point, but the smoke will at least get them from section to one of the sides to ASPAS, though, is still this problem. You need to deal with this guy. He's taking over the game, step by step, shot by shot.
I can't use that.
Pistol in the hands of ASPAS. That's an early one. The stage is set after that. A first kill that goes their way. King with all the information in the world and a scramble from G2. Putting some pace into the round now. It's the only option left available for them, and they've got to even it out somehow. Tex still going to be anchoring. Cuts it up closely with the cage. Reveal of the recon, but that reveals his position, and the kill does not go his way. Flooding straight back in. Leviatan attempting to offset this one, but they're right out into the open, and they maybe have made one too many mistakes. Started off so damn nice here, but again, they're showing no signs of slowing this one down. Where does the time in the fight gets taken? Jonah P just looking out aimlessly. Down to just one. Trent reveals his position to reload. Turns! What is going on? Leviatan with the bonus round weaponry now, and ASPAS going walkabouts. This guy, he's taking liberties, and he might be taking names! Oh my goodness! No punish in sight. Doesn't matter about the return of the fire.
That is just filthy. There's nobody that's doing that like ASPAS. 2 shots, one to the chest, the other one to deal with a player that could have full armor. Couldn't get more perfect.
Backs away in a reposition as G2 we're left trying to find these answers. There's a gap into the smoke. It's a plant. Oh my goodness. The damage done. It's G2 hanging on by a thread. And it looks more and more inevitable.
Last player standing.
Picked to pieces. Plucked apart. The tapestry is falling.
Eluding them, going over to 100 Thieves. They want this. They need this.
They were hungry for it. You can feel it just in terms of the tempo. It's been increased massively. Valen, he's the first one to answer. At least finds that kill. But Gom! Odin in hand. It delays them, pushes them back, and brings G2 to the brink. 2v3. Post-plant position is dire for G2. It's going to take hero plays. And you got to do it against ASPAS, King, and Tex. Heavy hitters in their own right. Especially in this map here. Spotted it out. Shots fired and missed. Jump spot. Seeing if they can bait it out. Here's Leaf. Stepping forwards. And again, he wants to take matters into his own hands. Forwards and around. With the kills just flowing in.
No team has had a lead like this in the match so far.
Leviatan can feel it. Out in the open. ASPAS picks them apart. Updraft, knives out. Wants to make a play, but here comes a tempo increase once more. And water. But Mazzino just boiling them right back at you.